Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm actually doing a product video. It's a non-sponsored, more of a kind of PSA due to the times that also we're living in. Today's video is going to be about portable DVD players. I live in Montreal, Quebec. That's in Canada. We have some pretty severe and a serious lockdown protocols. Only due to the times that we are living in have I realized how important entertainment actually is part of our regular lives today. So my mother is still in the hospital. Yesterday was complete week number 3 that she's been in the hospital, and how it works in Montreal, Quebec, regardless of being vaccinated or unvaccinated and how many shots you had, boosters, whatever. In Montreal, Quebec, we are not allowed to visit our sick friends or family members in the hospital. Only exception is if they're on their way out, and that really bothers me because nobody should be spending so much time alone in the hospital without access to any friends or family apart from phone calls. So it got me to thinking, because there's not much you can do when you're in the hospital, and in hospitals over here Wi-Fi is not included, and you can get a television in your room, but that actually costs money. Most places charge about $25 per day or $50 per day to have access to a television. You can imagine how fast a bill could rack up, right? 4 days at $25, you're at $100 for just 4 days to have access to television. So I went to Amazon and I started looking around, and this was actually the Wonnie Portable DVD Player was the first result that actually came up. It's the 16-inch model, so the screen is about 13-14 inches diameter, and it's usually about $160 Canadian. I was lucky enough to catch it when I thought about it for $120, so I saved $40 right off the bat, and we all know how much I love things right off the bat. Oh, Negan is still down. I forgot to pick him up. I already opened it and tested it, so it's not going to be an unboxing. It comes with power cable, an AC power cable, and it comes with this great protective bubble wrap. So kind of looks like a laptop, right? So you have all of your jacks and your ports. You can also insert a USB stick. So if you have USB movies on your USB, well, on your hard drive, you can transfer them to a USB stick and watch them over here. You can also insert certain SD cards, and also you can put in your headphones. So it came already pre-charged in the packaging. So this is what the player itself looks like. So you have 2 left and right speakers. You have a whole bunch of options for in the bottom over here for the menus. I would very much recommend going into the settings for the visuals, because you will have to play around with the contrast, the brightness, and the saturations to get the best picture possible. So right over here is where you insert your DVD. There's not that many portable Blu-ray players. They are quite a bit pricey. We're looking at, for a decent model equivalent to this, it would cost you easily around $400-500 from what I've seen. So I'm going to show you what this actually looks like playing a movie. So I'm recording in 4K 60 frames per second. So you'll get a pretty decent representation of the actual quality of the Wonnie Portable DVD Player. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. If you guys have been following my community posts, I have a poll running right now if you guys want me to do a best of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia series. So far, lots of participation. Thank you very much for the participation. So you just press, and you're gonna wanna make sure you're only pressing over here, especially when you're stopping the movie. Because if you press down on this, you're actually going to press down on the disc and risk hurting the motor. Cool features, it does swivel this way. And if you turn it to the right, it will do a 180 swivel. It doesn't do a 360, but you can do 180 from the left. So, you know, I'll do it the 180 so you guys see the screen. So the sound is decent enough. It does sound better when you put in headphones. Now, one thing that is a little bit off-putting, one of the biggest criticisms I have on the product is the sound, because the buttons are pretty loud when you press them. Danny DeVito. So that's maximum volume. So we're not going to actually play the entire episode, it's just for a few seconds. So the loading is very, very fast.
If we don't stop global warming, we are going to destroy this environment. I think it sounds cool. I'll check it out. It is. It's awesome. Dude, come on. What the hell is that? What is the big deal, Dennis? What is the big deal? Are you nuts?
It's like you see a movie and now you're crazy about the environment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dee. Maybe I would actually like to do some good in this world. Maybe I would like to make a difference.
Oh, you want to do
yes.
good?
Yes, I do good.
Really good at that.
You just screw people over for your own benefit. You guys are going to be so angry when you look back and you see that the world looks at Dennis Reynolds and says, Dennis, you are a good person. You are making it... Holy shit. What? There's a in this dumpster.
And that was my introduction to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This is one of the craziest episodes I have ever seen in a TV show. Great product. So I would highly recommend buying a portable DVD player, Blu-ray player if you have the money for it. But for the quality and how close you're actually going to be to the screen, DVD quality is, people are mostly fine with it. So these things are amazing because when you got nothing to do and you're sitting in bed all day, whoop, in the hospital, you're going to drive yourself crazy unless you have stuff to do. And there's only so many magazines and books that we can read and games that we can play on our iPads or cell phones. And don't forget, that also costs data, right? So I would recommend buying one for yourself. That way, if you have any family, friends, whatever, that are going through something and they are going to be isolated, they would definitely very much appreciate something like this to help them pass the times. Movies range about 1.5 to 2 hours, so that can easily kill a lot of time that you don't have to think too much about. So this is the Wonnie Portable DVD Player. There's tons of other ones on Amazon, so I recommend getting your hands on one of these. I rate this just on its face value from what I've tested with it. I give this a solid 7 out of 10. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Please stay safe and stay strong and try your hardest to stay sane in these insane times. Happy New Year, all the best, Gigga Vega out.